So like, just kind of piggybacking off of like our last point, you know what I mean? Like we were talking about Jesus and God and everything, right? So, like, I want to talk about something. Is the first lie? Like, do you know what the first lie? Do you know what the first lie is? Okay, the first lie, which fucked up mankind, the lie that fucked up, according to the Bible, if you believe the Bible, and most people they don't talk about this in the Bible. Adam told Eve, if you take that fruit off of the tree, God's gonna punish us, right? That's what the forbidden fruit. Yeah. That's a fucking lie.
How's that a lie?
It wasn't if it wasn't if she takes the apple off the tree. If she eats the apple. So what got in her ear? She took the apple off, and the devil's in her ear like, man, look at this lying bitch ass nigga Adam, bro. Look at this lying ass nigga. Just eat that guy. You took the apple off, nothing happened. Nothing happened. So eat it. Eat it. She ate the apple. That was the fall of mankind. That was the first lie that killed mankind, bro. And if you go into the book of Enoch and shit like that, it talks about that. There's a whole lot of books in the Vatican, bro, that are not like in the Bible, but they base their religion around. Like the book of Thomas, it talks about when Jesus was an adolescent, like 10, 11, 12 years old. They said he didn't know how to control his power. That Jesus one day was in church, and he was playing with the kid, and he pushed him off a ledge or something like that, right? And then everybody in the town was like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? He's like, I didn't do it. Brought him back to life. And this is in the Vatican.
They never
the book of Thomas.
They never talk about Jesus when he was little either.
Exactly. They never talk about Jesus when he was little. The book of Thomas does. It talks strictly about that. But it's not in the Bible, but it's in the Vatican. You see what I'm saying? So when you look into these things, and these are things that I fact check. These are things that I can expand on because I fact check. Yeah. Like that's the type of stuff, bro, that when you look at the history of the world, it's little details like that. So if that little detail was caught on, right? Imagine all the little details we're missing throughout our history.
True. This is crazy, man. It's just.
I just found it funny how you said jail, but you meant church.
Yeah,
I was like jail.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I may be wrong, like point for point on how that story went, but basically it was like 3 stories of how like God would kill and bring people back to life. Well, not God, but Jesus, and like as an adolescent. And I mean, you think about it, that's like imagine being an adolescent with power. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, true.
I never really, when I was young, I never got the difference between God and Jesus.
I mean, technically the Holy Trinity is all one, bro, but at the same time, like, God gave his son to this world to pay for our sins.
So who's our God? Is our God Jesus, or is our God Jesus is dead?
I mean, if we're being real, we're all gods. We're all the piece of Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
so we're all him.
That's what they said.
According to the Bible, like
they make you in the image of Jesus, or God. So aren't we all?
We're all gods. Yeah. Exactly. And like if you go to Sparta, the Spartan times, and like they really believe this. Yeah. They really believe this. Like I am a god. Like I am this. I am that. You know, that's what into the belief system.
I don't know where it was or what civilization, but they used to have fights. Like Sparta.
That was common, like a pastime.
The winner?
Yeah.
They killed the winner.
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
I've heard something like this, but we gotta look that
up. They try to appease the gods or somebody or one of their beliefs.
They wanted to give the best.
Yeah, they wanted to get the best, and they thought that if they won, they would go to the forever eternity.
You know what?
They'll be rewarded.
That's like the Valkyrie, like the people of Norse mythology, like of the Vikings. They believe if they die in battle, they go to Valhalla, which is like a warrior's heaven. But if you didn't die in battle or in violence, you went to hell.
Isn't that what the ISIS believe?
Yeah, kind of like that.
That's why they killed themselves.
I may be wrong, but something like that.
Because they said if you do it based on your group or your religion, that You get rewarded with the eternal life.
Yeah, with eternal life. Like Valhalla, I don't know if you ever remember the movie Max Payne. Y'all remember that movie?
I never seen it.
Like if you watch the movie, like there's one part where he meets this guy like at a tattoo shop, and the guy's explaining to him, like the whole Valhalla, you gotta die in blood to go to heaven, and then there's this one guy that like he's like dying or something, and he's not dying in battle, he's like dying to natural causes, and he's mad. He's mad about it because he's like, I'm not gonna go. Like, I have to die this way to go to where I want to be. That's fucking crazy. But that's culture. Imagine if the whole world believed that.
That'd be crazy.
That's why I don't believe in religion. There's so many different
Yeah.
things,
religions.
different religions.
I mean, like, even you look at the Catholic priests that get caught, or not even just Catholic, I'm not gonna single out a religion, but all the priests that get caught, like, molesting kids and doing stuff like that, like.
I think I saw a news article a couple of days ago that the Catholic Church or whoever they had to pay out like $2 billion or $12 billion because of all the molestations that they had.
Bro,
what?
that's a
crazy.
fucking lot of
Yeah,
money.
they had a settlement.
That's a
A
lot.
lot of money, bro.
Imagine how many molestations that is that $2 billion has to cover.
I think it was like 12,000 families or something like
What?
that.
Bro, fuck
That's
that.
a
I'm
lot.
not like
But
don't
like-
quote me on it. That's what I think.
No, but still.
I mean, like
If
Christopher Columbus.
shit like that happens for
Yeah.
real. That shit is like, what the fuck?
We celebrate Christopher Columbus Day, bro, but there's like
Man, Christopher
pictures.
Columbus is a rapist. Bro.
Yeah, there's pictures of him playing soccer with like native heads, and he had piles of them. He had piles of them just to play soccer, like to play with them. Like
He gave them blankets that had smallpox disease on them.
Polio.
Polio disease. Like, what the hell?
that's crazy, and we celebrate that day. I'm gonna still take it off.
Yo, for sure. They had it. But I think they're trying to like. I'm not sure. Did they like stop celebrating?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're
a lot
trying
of
to do
people
some
have.
type of reparations. Well, not reparations isn't the right word, but like some type of like way to like get like to
take the day off from.
no, like how do I
From the
say it?
calendars.
I can't think of the word. Like some way to make up for it, basically. Like they're like all of the time.
They're trying to rename it. I forgot.
But bro, like if you think about it, if they give
I think it
reparations or
was
anything like that,
Native American Day or some.
We celebrate Thanksgiving. They're
Yeah.
basically the same thing.
yeah, kind of.
Thanksgiving's the murder.
Yeah,
Like the execution of all
yeah,
the
Yeah.
natives. Or
native.
the pilgrim.
Yeah, the pilgrims and shit, bro. Like if you think about it, like through
I'll still
no
take the
matter
day
what,
off.
everybody
Yeah.
needs something. Like okay, so like the Mexicans need Texas back. The fucking Mayans need Mexico back. Or no, wait, the Aztecs. Aztecs or Mayans? I don't know.
Mayans are from Mexico too.
Well, yeah, both of them. They Mexico was taken from them. Like at some point in
Which
time,
one was the ones where they didn't like they just disappeared? They didn't know where they went.
that was the Anunnaki, I believe.
You right?
I believe it was
They
Anunnaki.
just disappeared out of nowhere.
Yeah. They said that they went underground, and if you watch The Curse of Oak Island on Netflix, they find an underground tunnel, handmade underground tunnel, bro, 200 feet in the ground, and it's like rigged with booby traps, and there's treasure down there, and there's ancient stories that coincide to that, to those
Bro,
same.
that's
fucking-
like
What if
Indiana Jones
instead
shit.
of evolution, like how it's supposed to be, we start off with not knowing a lot to knowing a lot. That's like what evolution basically is.
Mm.
You, how do you say, like you evolve into a greater being?
Yeah.
What if we're going backwards?
I mean, that's
True.
very possible.
That's the government playing back again.
That's very possible.
They're trying to make us dumb again. I don't know.
No, it could be just like how they.
I mean, if you want to go based upon that, if you think about it, your prime's in like what, from 17 to 20
Yeah.
to 30
to 30.
something
So like you reach your prime and you just
You
decrease.
stop growing at 20.
But in the olden days,
20,
bro,
21.
there's fucking warriors on the battlefield all cut up at 50, 60 years old,
Yeah.
like pushing, like
It's because they didn't eat all that poison.
yeah, bro, we eat so much
Bro,
shit.
they plants straight from the ground. They killed their own food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
hell
cooked
yeah.
it straight.
They know how
They
they
didn't have
cook
no
it.
steroids, nothing artificial in it.
True.
That shit makes a big difference too. Makes a big difference, bro. Like,
Basically, just eating poison into your
like
body
you ever
all-
eat
all
so
your
much
life.
where you're just like
You're not supposed to do
Yeah.
that. That's what they
Yeah,
say.
you're
It's
not
not
supposed
good
to get
for you.
yourself full.
You're supposed to just eat like fist-sized portions of whatever you're eating, supposedly. But I mean,
You're just supposed to eat to stay alive.
Yeah,
Eat enough to stay alive.
You're not eating to eat to make it taste good. You're just eating for energy.
Yeah, basically. You need the protein, carbs, and et cetera, et cetera, et
Yeah,
cetera.
but yeah, like I think we might be just going backwards instead of going forward into a greater being.
That's like a whole conspiracy in itself. Like I'm pretty sure there's some things
Because
that can.
a lot of people
You
don't
heard the
question
conspiracies of when we used to be like 30 feet tall and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They found skeletons,
Yeah,
bro.
big
Like,
ass skeleton.
like skulls the size of cars and shit.
I'm sorry.
Like, but see, this is what I think. I believe that coincides to the pyramids. Why? How were the pyramids built? They ask. Because we had fucking giants.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe.
and in the world, like if you think about the prehistoric world, the water levels were lower, right? So us as a people, we couldn't survive if the valleys were so deep and we were way the fuck down there. But if you're a 30-foot giant, it ain't shit to climb out of that fucking valley. You know what I mean?
I do believe in that actually.
That makes sense.
I mean, there's no refuting that there was giant people.
Yeah.
It's facts. Like we found bones. Like it's proven. Like, you know, it's facts.
Yeah.
That one's facts. But what they did, what purpose they had, if they were rare, if there was only one of them, two of them, that we don't know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like we go back so old, the natives, like how did they combat the dinosaurs? Dinosaurs were probably like dogs to the fucking giant.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
You know, like
They're like little lizards to us.
exactly. And they're riding them. They could be like, bro. There's so much undiscovered shit that we don't know. It's like, how are we ever gonna know until we figure out time travel?
They haven't discovered all the dirt and shit.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like they said supposedly the deepest we've gone into the earth is like the size of the pyramid, I think it was, or something like.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
the
not
size
even
of what do they call it? The Eiffel Tower.
That's not even
They
that
said
big.
that's how deep we've gone. That we haven't even gotten past the crust.
That's not even
Isn't
that
it
big.
because it's too high?
Yeah. Well, no, we haven't even got past to the crust. That's how.
The
That's
core.
how. Yeah, like we're not even there yet. We're not even close, and we've like tapped out supposedly. I don't know the exact like specifics, but we haven't even breached the crust, bro. Like, so who's to say that there's not even like, what if this is a fucking ship? Like, what if the Earth is a ship? We don't even know what's in there.
Yeah.
You know, it
Could be ancient aliens.
But it's like we live inside of a ball
We do.
that's rotating.
Yeah,
In the
exactly.
universe.
Exactly.
Let's rotate another huge ball.
I think
Everything
about
is
that
infinite.
sometimes.
Everything is infinite, bro.
I think about that sometimes. Just like, what the fuck?
What if we just fall?
Like dimensions is so. People look at dimensions.
I believe in parallel universes.
Yeah,
For sure.
because there's parallel universes. There's the parallel universe of me sitting right there.
There's
Or
another one
you
of
right
me,
there.
probably at home right
Yeah,
now.
like-
We could be not even doing this in a parallel universe.
They're just skinning me, bro.
Where
I
there,
need to be that one.
you know what? I know, right? I need to hit that parallel universe where I got a 6-pack.
Yeah, bro.
10
This is
bells.
6'3". What's that?
We're rich and shit. It's like,
Man, why couldn't I be?
I need to be in that parallel universe where I'm like this, and I got LeBron right here. I'm teabagging.
I'm the Drake
Yeah.
of that universe,
Straight up, right?
bro.
But
That-
parallel, like dimensions
Like
are
they said-
very fucking like if you think of dimensions, it's very simple. Like we can be in a 4th or 5th dimension just by being on a bridge. Like if you think of a bridge, this is one dimension, this is another dimension.
true.
You go another, that's another dimension. Like people try to think like shit is so difficult, but if you simplify it,
It's pretty easy.
it's pretty easy to grasp the common knowledge. But then once you start going deeper into it, yeah, it gets difficult.
They said that's why you get a lot of deja vu.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah, I get that a lot.
I get
do
a
too,
lot.
bro.
I get that a
I get
lot.
I go into some place and not even my surroundings that I'm looking, the smell.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck? I smelled
smelled
this
this
before,
before,
and I don't
yeah.
know where.
yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
if you ever go to a room that smells, like, not even looking at you, like, just the smell, you remember that smell, but you don't know from where.
Like that nigga Royal's room. Just playing
That
Royal.
funk, yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
Nah, yeah, but that's like crazy. Like, I don't even remember from where.
Yeah.
Remember when Alex Jones said that he dreamt the same dream?
Oh, yeah, for like 5 years. And then it happened.
And then it happened.
That used to happen to me, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was smaller. Not like exactly what he said. I used to dream. I was dreaming, and in my dream, like let's say there was the trash man outside. In my dream, I can already see him, the big ass truck picking up the trash, putting it in the truck, and you know when they put it back down, that noise they make.
Yeah.
All right, that happened in my dream, and like 2 minutes later, I hear it outside.
What?
Like that shit. Like that's happened to me.
You think maybe
multiple
it's
times.
coordinated like to your trash man, like your dream it happened every time they picked up trash?
No, like that. I'm just giving an example.
Oh, okay.
I also had one like they knock on the door, and then like 2 minutes later they're knocking on my door in the same exact way.
Like pattern.
Yeah, like I heard it like this.
Oh.
That's
then
some other weird shit.
And my actually what's happening when I wake up and I hear it, it's the same way.
That's like
somebody at the door though.
That's like that show, bro, on Netflix.
Usually it was my mom,
Oh.
like coming to wake me up for school.
Oh, okay.
Like you remember that show on Netflix? I don't know if y'all seen it about the brothers and sisters that were all adopted and they all had like superpowers.
I don't remember it.
Fuck, I'll talk about it another time. But the shit that I was just about to say something. I was just about to make a point of something. You were saying dreams, and
Deja vu.
when I was young, bro, it happened to me 3 times in my life, and like it happened to me bad, where like all of my thoughts that I can remember as far back, it like played in a rewind in my head while I was awake, and I was hearing it, like all the voices like that I've ever heard, and it was like fast, like, bro, and I was hearing it for like 10 minutes straight, and I was crying, and I was just telling my dad, I'm like, Dad, it won't stop, like I don't know what's going on, like Dad, like something's like I hear it. He's like, what are you talking about, like, and it happened to me like 2-3 different times,
What
bro.
voices?
It wasn't like, oh, he's gonna get you, no, but like I like my mom when she said, hey, wake up, and hey, honey, and hey, but like everything did on a replay and just weird shit too. But I was awake, bro.
They said that's what happens when you die. You relive your life in like 7 minutes or something.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
I've never really talked about that, bro. But that happened to me, and I would also have this infatuation where I'd get up at 3 in the morning, and I would always see the screen face. But it wasn't like no creepy shit. But I was crying because
creepy,
I couldn't stop hearing it, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop it.
You know what's weird now that you mentioned that? Every time, I don't know, not every time, a lot of times, I'm just chilling. I get the urge to look at my phone, look at the time. Every single time I look at it at night, it's 11:12.
Every time.
And I don't even know how I know it's that time or why do I get the urge to look at it. It's 11:12.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
That shit's happened to me so many times that I can't even say it's 10 because it's been way more than 10.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why. Like, I searched up, like, what's the meaning of 11:12? It said something about, like, an angel. Or, I'll search it right now.
It comes to your room or something?
I have no idea, but it's always 11:12.
Bro, I used to always wake up like around 2 or 3 in the morning, and I would always see the scream face. Like I would look out the window.
Fuck that.
But like I think it was just me as a kid, like just looking into some shit.
I hate waking up at 3 because you heard so many things about you wake up at 3 and it's weird shit.
And see, my thing is like something would just call to me, like
wake up.
like wake up, and I wake up and I just be like I gotta go to the kitchen. Like something's like telling me to just go walk around, like. And you know, like I would like always see the scream face, but it would never like scare me or nothing.
Would it be like really, really like you could tell what it was? Like,
it was always outside.
Really, it was really faint, or
nah, like it was really distinct solid? That it was scream. Like it was distinct that it was like the scream face, but it was always like outside through a window. Outside, nah, like I never like.
You never were scared by it.
I was never like I never felt scared. I was just kind of like I was like in my head I knew like, oh, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like. But like just it was very distinct.
How many times would you see that?
I want to say I've seen it like 3.
Okay.
But it was also all that shit happened in the same house around the same age around the same time.
It says, Google it. It says the angel number 1112. It's a person who is loyal and sincere, who wants to be accepted by environment. They can exhibit mood swings and oversensitivity. The relationships in their life are critical to them, and basically that's what it means.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just weird. I always see that downtown.
Maybe
and it pisses me off.
It's like almost like lucid dreaming. Have you ever got sleep paralysis?
Bro, that's happened to me like once or twice. And I fucking hate it.
Bro,
I'm so scared.
If I'm being honest, bro, that happens to me often. Like if I had my girl, I'll be like this. Like if that's her, I'm just like.
You're trying to touch her.
And the other
That's
day,
when you're
almost knocked
still
her out, bro.
That's when you're still asleep, but
Sure.
you know
Like your mind's
you're
still
awake, but you're still asleep basically. Like you know you're awake, but you can't open your eyes, you can't move.
Like, bro, I swear to God, bro. I don't know why this type of shit happens.
You can't move, bro.
I feel them. I feel them like they're there. Like, and it could be like maybe somebody I love, but bro, like just recently, like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I don't know. Like I was like, like trying to get my attention. I couldn't move.
It's the middle of the night.
And it's like the middle of the night, and then my girl's like, "You okay?" She finally woke me up, and I just woke up. I was like, oh shit, like bro. And I don't know why shit like that happens to me, but it's often, very fucking often.
One of the times I remember, which
How
I
many
don't know
times
why,
have you gotten it?
like 3 or 2, but I remember one clearly to this day. I told my mom about it too. She didn't believe me. We're at the apartment where I used to live. I think some family members, I can't remember who, they were sleeping in my room. My mom said that they were sleeping in their room. They put me in the living room. So I fell asleep normal and everything. I think it was like around, this happened like a couple years ago. So I was probably like 2019.
Yeah.
And I was asleep. I think it was already like 7 in the morning because the sun was out. And I was laying face down like this on the air mattress. And I was already awake, but I couldn't move. But I could hear like people walking, people talking, but I couldn't move.
What the fuck?
What were they saying?
I was like this. I kept trying to move. I was like trying to scream for mom. I couldn't open my mouth or anything.
What were they saying?
I don't know. I just remember like hella footsteps, people voices and everything. I think somebody stepped over me because I can remember that. And
did you like feel like any pressure on your back, like?
No, I just couldn't move.
On the bed?
Move.
Have you ever like?
I tried so hard to move, I couldn't move.
When did you finally move?
I've been there a
Probably
lot of times, bro.
I don't know how long it was, but
You just felt like
it came a time where I finally opened my eyes and I was able to move. And I looked around.
You were just awake the whole time, or you fell back to sleep?
No, it was like 7, so yeah, I think I did go back to sleep. I'm like, fuck that.
I always chalk it up to like it's just a mental thing. I didn't get enough sleep.
Could be.
You know what I'm saying? I always play it like that. The whole like voices shit, like I don't get that, but like the sleep paralysis shit, like
that
happens, bro.
And I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
because you can't move. Yeah. You can't move at all, and it's like so hard. Like
you
know when you sleep and you fighting, and you go like
you're like, bro. I hate that. I hate.
I don't know if I have experienced
it.
it. I don't think I have, but I don't. Man, I've heard so many stories. It just seems really scary. But if I do experience, I experience it.
You're awake. You just can't open your eyes. You can't move.
The only thing I'm scared of is seeing shit and hearing shit. If I can't.
Have you ever woke up after your dream and you see something?
Yeah.
And then you go like this, and then it's not there no more.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened to me once in that same apartment in my room actually. I woke up, and you know when you wake up, you just wake up. I open my eyes. Some kid, bro, was standing right beside my bed like this, looking at me like this.
What?
And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I closed my eyes a couple times. You know when you just wake up sometimes or you blink, you can't see because your eyes are still
at the corner of the bed.
Yeah, no, like right over, not over me,
like to the side of you,
but to the side of me. And I blink a couple times. I look again, it's not there no more. Bro, that scared me.
Yeah.
But I was so sleepy that I just went back to sleep. I was like, fuck
are we gonna chalk it up to being a ghost?
I don't know if it was like just because I just woke up.
Yeah, it could be that, bro. Like, see that there's lucid dreaming. Like, there's like where like you're like
you weren't fully awake yet.
Projecting like Insidious.
That shit is fucking crazy.
Like they say that shit's real. Like if you can get in what do they call those chambers? The water chambers. That
shit's crazy.
But that happened to me twice as well.
I don't know.
The other time it was like a big ass figure, black figure.
Bro, that's the one that got. Bro, that's the one that got me, and like I fell asleep like this, right?
Yeah, like I was like that too. I was like looking at the ceiling, and I wake up and I see something,
and like
big ass,
I feel like I'm looking this way, right, and I feel it right here,
looking at you,
but I can't see it. Like I know it's there, but I'm just like, and I just try to like not think about it.
That's why I never sleep. My back is never towards the door. I always sleep towards the door. I just feel like there's something like I just feel like there's something like watching me like when if I face that way. If I'm super sleepy, I just fall asleep forever. But it's like if it's in my conscience to know to turn over, then I'm gonna turn over.
But you know what's crazy? Like when you talk about it, you're like, shit ever happens to me, bro, I'll be so scared. When it actually happens to you,
You're
like,
just
bro,
like-
I'm so sleepy that I don't even care. I just go right back to sleep.
I think about it, like sometimes I wake up and I'll just be like, I'll go walk around the house, maybe turn on some lights, and so my girl, she'll be like, "What's wrong with you? Are you good? Like, what's going on?" Like, she'll be like, "Nothing. You want to talk about it?" No, just leave me alone, please.
I had a period, like probably a month straight, where I couldn't really sleep.
Yeah.
Every time I fell asleep, like, you know when you're about to fall asleep, you have that feeling? I felt like something, as soon as I was about to sleep,
It was
jumped at me.
Yeah.
And when they're about to get me, I opened my eyes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sleep until
Bro,
like 3 hours later.
The same shit would happen. Like I would start to feel the sleep paralysis coming on. Like,
yeah.
I'm starting to get stiff, and I have to like, nah, chill out.
I had to
What?
like sit down on my bed and like
turn the
TV on, turn the light on, because I couldn't go back to sleep.
Why does this happen to some people and not most people?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some type of scientific explanation.
There's
Could
more.
Could be because like you think
You
Yeah.
use more of your brain than other people.
Maybe.
Because people, they say we only use 20% of our brain.
that's I don't believe that.
I
You don't
had
get it?
two like vivid dreams where I had to like live them out, bro. And it was like I was in this kitchen, bro, and all I remember is people like coming in, running in, bro. So I jumped into the cabinets, and I was peeking, and they had my mom, bro. And my mom like held down, and then they were like burning her with an iron. And like I was trying to like wake up, bro, and I couldn't. And like they found me, bro. They fucking found me. They pulled me out, bro, and then they made me do it. They made me do it. So I was just like, damn, that was one of the dreams that, bro, I could never forget.
Damn.